Well, guys, I'm back one more time. I'm that dude from South Carolina, Columbia to be exact. They call him Drummer 1980. I hope you're having a good day today. And if that's not the case, ask yourself why, because after all, happiness is an inside job and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, we back today again with my man TBA, the Black Authority. Y'all know who he is. And for those that don't know, go to his channel. It's called the Black Authority. Family. Guess who called in to Jason broadcast? Bushmeat Barrister. For those that don't know, this is a guy that's always in opposition of everything FBA's does. Whatever we do, he always go the opposite way. So that further lets you know he's the enemy of the people then, right? Let's hear what he has to say, guys. Let's go.
All right, y'all. We got old Barrister up here on Zoom for us. Unmute yourself, Barrister.
Yeah, Jason, I mean, it's very you're being very disingenuous. Basically, you're not leaving out all of the facts. Carmelo is guilty, and you know it.
Barrister, why are we not surprised that you would take that position?
I mean, you know it. I mean, you're a smart man, and I'm pretty sure you've watched the trial. You saw, the details. You're leaving out a whole bunch of details to your audience. You're just basing everything off of emotion. The facts are the facts. The young man killed Austin Metcalf, who was premeditated murder.
Okay, there's no proof of premeditated murder, sir.
Well, yes, there is. Actually,
no, sir. Actually, there isn't.
Well, can I speak?
Actually, there is not.
Six witnesses, 4 of them were black, said that Austin was the instigator. He was the one that was provoking everyone. He was asked 15 times to leave the tent.
Austin was the instigator. I agree with that. Austin was the instigator. Yes.
No, I apologize.
No. You're right the first time. No, actually, you're right the first time.
I misspoke. Carmelo was the instigator.
Okay, Carmelo was not the instigator. Nobody's arguing that in court.
Oh, he was. I mean,
okay, let me try this again. Just like with George Floyd, Derek Chavin's defense attorneys didn't try to argue these things in federal court when they went there. Nobody's arguing what you're saying right now. So you're making this up. Why are they not arguing it?
Prosecution rested their case real quick. 6 witnesses, 4 of them were black, said that Carmelo was the main instigator. And when they asked him to leave, this is what came out of his mouth.
Okay, tell us exactly what the instigation was.
When he said, quote, "Make me, and you'll see what happens." That's premeditation.
Okay, right? That's not instigation, sir.
Premeditation, man. That is.
Okay, are you trying to tell us that was what was testified in court?
Yes.
Okay, how do you know that?
One of the witnesses stated that that's what he said.
Where did you get that information from?
Court transcripts.
Court transcripts.
Basically, that's what was told. One of the witnesses stated
that. Barrister, if you start lying on my phone, if you start lying up here, that's trolling.
Not trolling at all, but
there are no court transcripts. What you just said is a lie.
Okay, basically from the media, I heard.
You heard that from no media.
Yes, I did.
Cite your source. Cite your source.
Well, I can't cite it right now, but one of the
I can tell you my source for the things I'm saying. You can't tell us any of yours.
Definitely 6 witnesses. 4 of them were black.
There's no proof that they said what you're saying.
Well, 4 of them, all of them said that Carmelo.
That's why I'm asking you where you got that information, because the trial is not televised, so you couldn't have heard it from TV. So yes, where did you? The trial was not televised.
Numerous news sources stated that all of them, all 6.
Name 2.
CBS News.
CBS News said that.
Yes.
When did they say that?
Just Google is your friend. Use Google. But at the end of the day, I mean, the prosecution rests their case, and
you are trolling, Barrister.
Do y'all hear this fork-tongued devil? This is why delineation and getting away from certain people is a must. Do you see why? Get on here and just tell lies on a young man that was railroaded in the court system. He is on board with it, talking about it was premeditated. This is why you have to get rid of the people on the inside first, because of this right here. This is a prime example. Don't let this be lost on you. Don't just think this is a minor infraction. Don't think that, because this is serious. See, because they'll put somebody like him on the jury board. See, and then he'll be in there, yeah, he did it. Do y'all hear him? Do anybody hear him? Lying, just sit there, just lying. We all know what happened. We seen it. The kangaroo court system. An all-white jury. The fix was in at the beginning. Just think about this. If the roles were reversed, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Everybody's saying he was accosted. And just because they asked him to leave don't mean anything. Who gave them the authority? They took it upon themselves to put their hands on him. The guy have epilepsy. He can't stand nobody pushing on him and hitting on him. And number one, if he got any kind of common sense, do you know what bleachers, football bleachers will do to you? If somebody push you and you trip back, you can break your neck. So what are y'all talking about? And you have these people like this. Come on, people broadcast. And he always in direct opposition of everything you pushing for. I look at him as the enemy as well. It's cute and giggles, and yeah, but he's still the enemy. Remember that. Don't let that be lost on you.
How am I trolling?
I do not appreciate that.
How am I trolling?
You are lying. There were no news sources. There were no news sources that said this.
There are numerous news sources, Fox News, numerous lawyers, people who are in that courtroom.
Nobody said that.
And the other thing about, you're just trying to race bait and make this a whole race issue, though. This has nothing to do about race. This is about a degenerate young man who has issues, who brought a knife to a tent and killed another young man.
So you're lying you're lying on a 17-year-old kid.
I'm not lying. This is not a good kid. Something's wrong with him. And again,
Nigeria's finest, brothers and sisters. Nigeria's finest.
What do you mean? I'm just stating that he will be convicted of murder.
Okay, so tell us
family. Listen to what he said. He said something is wrong with him. This is not a good kid. According to the history, let's do an Equifax Experian or TransUnion on him. Let's check his beacon score. According to history, what does history say about the young man? According to sources, his GPA is like a 3.7, 3.8. Has a job. He plays sports. Wasn't a troublemaker. Now, that's something that can be verified, right? Now, let's do the inverse. Let's go the other way. Let's look at the Austin kid. There is nothing good said about him. He's bullying, pushing people around, doing all type of stuff. Even people say that he was suspended. He just came back. But people try to say that was Carmelo, but that's not the truth. It was Austin. He's a troublemaker. Him and his brother. Well known. And the father was the same way. And yet he get on here and spread lies, just fabricate for no apparent reason. He just contrary, just for the sake of just being contrary. Family, do you see? This is why tethers and sambos and jiggles, you have to do away with them. You have to make them a pariah, so to speak.
Tell us about the previous bullying that Austin and his brother were doing to Carmelo leading up to that.
There's no previous bullying. They went to a different school. There was no previous bullying.
Sir, so
this was the first time that they met.
Are you trying to tell everyone this is the first time that he ever encountered them?
Absolutely.
Where did you hear that?
Bottom line, this was the first time that they encountered each other. He was not being bullied by both of them. Okay.
All right.
And the other thing I also want to point out is that in regards to the Rick Chow incident, you're also leaving out the fact that his son, Andy, he chased him. And when he tripped.
How far did he chase him?
Oh, well over 100 yards. I'm not sure how far.
Okay. How far is the football field?
100 yards. But
do you think you could run 100 yards?
What you said?
Do you think you could run 100 yards?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you know how far that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still in danger after 100 yards?
The bottom line is that Andy.
Why didn't they? Okay, sir. If Carmelo's a killer, why did Chow not let the boy run? He ran 100 yards. How far does he have to run?
The bottom line is
okay. Why didn't he let him go after 100 yards, sir? How far does he have to run?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should have just let him go. But in any case, when he pulled out a gun, there's no proof. There's no proof of that. And there's no due to the fact that there's no video evidence. There's doubt, though.
There's no proof that he pulled out a gun.
There has to be beyond a reasonable doubt.
There's no proof that he produced a gun. There's no proof of that. As a matter of fact, the evidence was the evidence would seem to suggest that they rifled through his bag and that they came across a gun in his bag, but that at no time did that actually occur. Also, even if you want to believe that, he was shot in the back, sir.
Again.
So you're going to tell us that he was a threat, even...
He was a threat. He had a gun.
So he got shot
If he didn't have a gun, it was a clear cut.
So he got shot in the back and he's still a threat.
As a black defensive attorney who defended Rick Childs pointed out, is
he one of your people? Is he one of your people or one of our people?
No, he's clearly FDA.
Okay, well, you just kind of stripped on yourself.
Those are the type of black men that you should be admiring. That is a smart defense attorney. These are the type of black men in this world that you should be adoring instead of these thugs and hypocrites like Carmelo Anthony and that, unfortunately, that young...
Okay, sir, what do you know about Austin Metcalf's family?
Do y'all hear this? I'm here in Columbia, South Carolina. I can't speak on much, guys, because I'm not built like these internet guys. I'm cut from a different cloth. Believe me when I tell you that. And that's all that I'm gonna say. Where is Chow? He's not gonna be no Zimmerman walking around no Columbia now. That's not gonna happen. If somebody running away from you, how can they be a threat and they running away? You should have been in the back. Carmelo is a thug, huh? 3.7. Come from a well-to-do family, live in a nice neighborhood, got his head on straight, never been in trouble, but he's a thug. See, I don't take too kindly of people like this, and you shouldn't either. This is why the white supremacists run amok where they come from, because of people like this. Don't have no fight, don't have no grit, just acquiesce to anything. There is no rhyme or reason he should be on here doing this. If he have some questions, that's one thing. But every time he opened his mouth, it's something negative about Black FBAs, the Foundation of Black Americans here, which are the most well-to-do Black people on earth. That's why he's here in the first place. But he have nothing but vitriol, like things coming out of his mouth. His heart is filled with malice. That's all that is. This is jealousy, guys. That's all this is. And he kind of put me in the mind of somebody. Do y'all remember Jamal Bryant was talking to Cam Newton?
You got pretty legs, man.
Oh, man. What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And they lanolated.
Man, listen, I'm back working out.
You put shea butter.
Man, nice and subtle.
Jergens.
Oh, you see that?
They glowing in the dark.
Why are you gay? I'm just
y'all zoom in. Do not skip leg day.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Sometimes you got to remind people, like, it's...
You got pretty legs.
Is there any questions?
You got some pretty legs, man. Oh, they all laminated and glowing in the dark. Ew.
I know that. Unfortunately, he just went the wrong way.
Okay, let me try again. What do you know about Austin Metcalf's family?
It appears that he came from a good household, but
okay. Do you know about his record in school?
Did you know that he got suspended for bringing a knife?
Okay, Austin Metcalf. Do you know about Austin Metcalf's record in school?
Oh, you said Austin Metcalf, not Carmelo
Anthony. Yeah, clean the wax out the coon ears.
I don't know that much about Austin Metcalf.
Oh, okay, so you're not aware of his school record.
Who cares about his bullying? Okay. Just because he bullies kids, that means he deserves to get killed. Come on, man.
Okay, if he likes to bully people and has a record of doing it, he's over 6 feet tall, over 225 pounds. So
and a proportional, and basically he deserves to just be
no, sir. What I'm saying is that you are defending a person who has a record of being a threat.
Yeah, that doesn't justify him being stabbed.
Okay, what Carmelo was telling you, hey, this record y'all talking about, yeah, the record came looking for me.
And the witnesses said that he was not, that basically Austin was not bullying him. All he said was just to tell him to leave. That's all he said.
Okay, you do know there's video, right?
There's video, and the video contradicts what you're saying.
Okay, how do you know that?
Because all over the media, the jurors saw the video.
Okay, sir, how do you know that? You haven't seen the video.
I haven't seen the video, but I've read
numerous resources. But you haven't, so you just immediately popped off in the mouth saying what the video does, and you haven't even seen it.
So
how many lies have I caught this fella in so far?
He wasn't a threat. He was not. His life was not in danger. Basically.
Okay, define life not in danger.
He wasn't being surrounded by a bunch of other white teenagers. You're making it a race issue. The boy brought a knife to a tent. Why did he have a knife in his book bag?
Sir, why is that relevant?
That is very relevant, though.
Sir.
The young boy was looking for trouble.
Kyle Rittenhouse set the precedent that is not unreasonable.
Kyle Rittenhouse, he was being attacked.
Okay, and Carmelo Anthony was being attacked.
Carmelo Anthony was not being punched or viciously attacked.
Sir, first you said, why does he have a weapon? Now I debunked that. So you're not trying to attack the weapon anymore. Kyle Rittenhouse set the precedent that you can have a weapon.
Basically, he was being viciously attacked.
Wait a minute. No. Back to the weapon thing, because you tried to sit up here and prohibit having a weapon. Kyle Rittenhouse substantiated that you can have a weapon.
There was no reason for him to bring a knife to attract me.
Okay.
The bottom line
Kyle Rittenhouse substantiated and proved that you do.
You're comparing apples and a fire truck.
You're tether stuttering. No. You're tether stuttering right now.
I mean, you are comparing apples and a fire truck. It's a completely different case.
Okay, Kyle Rittenhouse could have the right to have an illegal weapon. Kyle Rittenhouse had the right to have an illegal weapon, and the court defended his right to have it.
Because he was being viciously attacked.
And so was First of all, there is no evidence. Kyle Rittenhouse was not being viciously attacked. It's on video. It's on video.
It's a different. This is a different case, a different scenario.
It's on video. You're lying. That is on video.
You're lying. You're trying.
Kyle Rittenhouse is on video. Nobody was beating and punching him. He was the soft cotton candy boy was afraid he was going to get hit. Nobody did that.
And basically,
it's on video. Just like George Zimmerman, there wasn't a mark on him.
And in this specific scenario, Carmelo was not in fear of his life. He was the main.
Okay, no. You don't get to decide if he was in fear of his life. George Zimmerman, sir, I am citing George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman, if Carmelo Anthony feels afraid enough, he is in fear of his life. You don't have to put a finger on him. Remember George Zimmerman. He just has to be afraid. You cannot decide how afraid he is. George Zimmerman, remember?
That's a long time ago, but again,
that's a long time ago.
These cases.
Okay, Barrister, let's find something that we can actually substantiate. Okay. Now, the American Border Patrol put up a notice earlier this week warning everybody about bushmeat coming into the country. On June 3rd, I got it on the screen so everybody can see it here. They put up a notice: when traveling into the U.S., please note that bushmeat is prohibited to bring into the country. Before you come back from your trip abroad, check Border Patrol's restricted items list about the items you plan to bring back. So, Barrister, can we discuss about the bushmeat trade?
Why are you trying to change the subject? This has
okay. Since we're having a disagreement about since we're having a disagreement about what I'm saying is since we can't agree about illegal weapons, can we agree about illegal bushmeat? Can we agree about that?
I'm not too familiar about this.
You're not familiar with this fine Lagos cuisine?
No, I'm not.
You're not familiar with this fine rural.
When he gets convicted, would you get
this rural Nigerian cuisine? You don't know anything about that all of a sudden. All of a sudden, you're unaware of that.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, I heard it goes good with tamale sauce.
Do y'all get the gist of the matter? For certain cases, he made concessions. When Jason said, well, Kyle Rittenhouse had a ghost gun and a legal weapon, but he was being attacked. Wouldn't it apply to Carmelo then? Wouldn't that same logic be applied? And to be honest, they say he had a utility knife, a Boy Scout knife. See, but the media conveniently just leave it out. That's common. Everybody in Texas have guns and knives anyway, but it wasn't illegal. They trying to paint this kid out to be like he was some mouth-fropping big bully just going around. Nah, that was Austin, and Austin got what was coming to him for bullying people. He shouldn't have put his hands on people. Keep your hands off of people. Because somebody put their hands on me, and I fear for my life. It's no question what I'm going to do. I'm telling you right here on the internet. It's no somebody mess with my family or try to bring home. It's no question. That's what I got guns for. Plural, yes, guns. ARs, AK, all that. Yes, right here. And I'm going to continue to get it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go buy something this week probably. Get some more bullets and stuff. Go to the range and practice. You understand? This dude here, he said, how about George Zimmerman? Trayvon didn't have no weapons. The boy was going home from the store in a nice neighborhood, by the way. He called the operator. George Zimmerman called. The operator told him to leave him alone. The authorities was on the way. He accosted the young man. So you don't have a right to do nothing, huh? They said he was beating up George Zimmerman. Didn't have a mark on him. And what did he do? Shot that boy and unalive him. Minding his business. Somebody accosted him. They said it's self-defense. I want y'all to pay something close attention that I think a lot of people are not talking about. Pay attention to the areas. These people are not living in no ghettos now. Carmelo Anthony was in a middle to well-to-do neighborhood. You understand? Trayvon Martin wasn't in no hood. Don't think because you're moving out of the so-called, the location called the hood, because it's two hoods. It's the location hood and then it's the mindset hood. Oh, so you don't believe me. I'm glad you said it. Look at the Atlanta housewives. Look at the basketball wives. They don't live in no hoods. They live in $1 million houses and penthouses, all this stuff. And their mindset is that of a hood rat. So that's why I say there's two hoods, the location and then there's the mindset. Do you follow me? So it wasn't no hood they was living in. These people was well-to-do people. And look at what happened to their children. Don't think you escaping because you getting out. No, you become a bigger target. You have to keep your head on the swivel at all times. At all times. Like a boxer. Protect yourself at all times. They think because Carmelo got convicted that somehow going to deter black people. No, it's not. That's not going to do nothing. I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances with the jury or whatever. No, sir. You think you're going to cost me, especially if it's more than one. You think I'm going to sit there and try? No. I got some fireworks for you. That's what I keep it at all times. God, so help me. God, I keep it. I keep it on me. And then I keep one in the trunk for backup, some heavier stuff, just in case I have to get into a real battle, if you understand that. That's what type of dude I am, okay? Yeah, and everything legal. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You understand that? And I will defend myself and my family. And that's just the bottom line. Tell them Drummer told you. Then I will do it at all times. I'm not going to sit around and let somebody beat on me, harm me and my family. Nah, it's just not happening. Bushmeat Barrister, somebody need to get a hold of him. That's just what it need to be. Somebody need to get a hold of him. because he doing too much. He doing too much. Barrister Davis, huh? All right. But anywho, shout out to TBA for this broadcast. This was a phenomenal broadcast, guys. I implore y'all to go check out this channel. Do that for me, all right? And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more.